Welcome to Field of Glory 2 Medieval. In this paired match against Doily 50, I have the Poles with Baltic Tribes allies against his Russian with Hungarian allies. It's a nice open field for cavalry with the exception of this patch of rough. And if he wants to, you could deploy this rough as well. So the question is, do I want to go all in on missile troops and infantry or all in on knights and cavalry? And I'm kind of inclined to engage in a glorious knightly charge. We do have medium foot that can operate in this terrain. Picked Baltic foot. Maybe we'll grab one of those. Okay. How many knights are we going to get? We could just get all the knights. They're very spendy. They're very bad in rough ground. They're hard to control. They're not very maneuverable, but they pack a hell of a punch. Rough ground here as well. We'd want to be at least able to consider fighting for that with additional Baltic foot. One there. One there. Very good. Defensive spearmen for numbers. Okay. I don't think I want too many non-light missile troops because there might be enough cavalry running around that I'll need the evasion. Light horse, support, mounted crossbowmen. Again, to support the knights. Baltic noble cavalry. Nice cheap cavalry, or what? I think I want light infantry to screen the advance of our knights. Slingers are nice and cheap, as are light crossbowmen. More light archers or more non-light troops? It's a pretty small army we're working with here because of all the knights. Should probably get one more non-light unit to plug that gap. Spears. Baltic foot. Let's grab more Baltic foot. This wing's a little bit concerning. Maybe shift our light horse over. And light archers, 82 points remaining. More light archers. Should be a good screen. 54 is too many for the picked Baltics. Cavalry? Is that too much cavalry? Maybe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 light foot. You could get as many as 6, but also non-lights. Get some trash spears. Fill out the line. It's not a bad idea. Well, it might be. I really don't understand the balance of this game yet, to be honest. Okay. So, there's a command on that knightly unit. There's my commander-in-chief. Well, let's add some more knights there. Shift you to this command. Get knights generaled up. And that'll do. We're going to go for a glorious sweeping forward charge. Unless he hides in the rough, then we'll have to figure out something else. Alright. Also, lots of cavalry, including a light cavalry wing, of course. Lots of non-light cavalry archers on that wing. A solid line of armored spears. Knights moving here, so we'll need to counter with our own knights. Okay, so we'll need to shift knights over to fight knights, and infantry over to fight infantry. Three units of knights. Let's get lights to push this rough ground if we can. Okay, and then infantry and knights to try to push this wing. It'll be a bit awkward with all the lights he's got running around. Good start. That's fine. Yeah, I know, real subtle. Okay. Next turn. Well, let's keep pushing towards the rough. And in the meantime, it's a bit of a waste. I'm afraid to get charged by that light cavalry, but I also don't want to hold back just for that. Try to get in the rear. That ought to do it. Good. That should give our skirmishers a bit more freedom to work with. Okay, then what? We just sit there. I guess that's okay with me, if that's what you want to do. Feeling outnumbered, which I am, but of course that's my own fault for the army comp. Next turn. Should evade that. Oh. Interesting. Okay, get the Baltic foot continuing to push towards the enemy infantry. Good. And Is it time to start harassing the knights? Probably. Oh, let's finish off the Nomad Light Horse Archers at least. Get behind. You'll get cut up badly even by disordered cavalry. Get ready to charge and support the knights. And advance into contact. Support the knights. Push towards the enemy foot. Okay, then what? Let's general up here. And first off, give him a little shove. That's fantastic. Alright, then, since they seem so inclined to shoot at us, shoot back. Get ready for a charge next turn. And shoot back. Good. Well, they're not the best against cavalry, but they're what we got. And let's see. 1, 2, 3. So advance into charge range. Alright, the light cavalry. How can we do this? Don't want to get caught, so we'll have to just get behind them. Alright, onward. Next turn. This is the turn that we get shot at. Alright, not too bad yet. It's a break, but now we've pursued them off the field. Well, first off, let's get behind these knights and pressure them. They are heavily armored, so it's not going to do them in immediately. Damn. Okay, our picked Baltic foot are going to get run down by these Teutonic knights, most likely. Let's charge. Evade. Did we catch them? No. Push forward. Again, put them under pressure. Not bad. In we go. They'll be stuck in for one more turn of melee at least. Okay, then what? Baltic foot. Go for the impact charge. If they disrupt, then we do well. If they don't, we do badly, like so, 3%. Ooh, we will need to attempt to cover that. Alright, next. Let's go for a frag. Good. And then a break with the mounted crossbowmen. Do we? No, we don't. Do I want to do that? Probably not. But otherwise I'm going to get shot at no matter what, so we're doing it. I was hoping to force him off the field too. No such luck. Hem in this cavalry and put down some more fire. Good. Do we bother? They'll just evade. Interesting. Try again. Caught him. Do we break him? No. General up on... Or do we pile on? No, I think we've got a better opportunity here. So general up on these knights. Threaten this flank. Push with the Baltic foot. And try for a disrupt. Nope, but we can try again next turn. Here we can just soak this armored noble cavalry. Up 10%, but it's early days. We'll hope that our pursuing knights return to the action soon. Next turn. Oh! It's not ideal. Good, we bounced them because of the impact capability against defensive foot. Okay. Huh, they're fragged. That means that we should probably just break them. Try again. Held firm. Okay. Lock them in. We will have to charge here and just hope to... Oh good, we're out of charge range ourselves, so that actually worked out perfect. Start wrapping around. Well. Charge in with impact here. No. Then turn here. And prepare a rear charge, I suppose. It's all terrible. Medium foot against knights is not a wonderful idea. Huh. No field of fire. There's no good way to do that, actually. If we go here, here, I suppose. And then held firm. If we charge here, we can get flanked. I might fall back, to be honest. Well, what if we do this? And then prepare a flank. Better. Here we need to decide, do we turn or I'll just shove them off the field. Turn next turn. And here, let's try their javelin horse. Well, screw it. Try again. Held firm. They'll probably just evade. Yeah. Next turn. Bounced it. For one turn anyway. Excellent. Yep, that found not to go well, but at least we held for. Ooh. Ouch, we did hold firm being knights, but that was risky. Damn, I was really hoping one of these units would rally up. Good. Hit them next turn. That's pretty bad. They're close to auto break, aren't they? 176. So what, 80? Oh, they're superior. I see, I see. Well, go for the charge then. Not bad. Ooh. Yeah, we're down 162 POA. Not the best. Do we fall back here? No. Alright, turn around. And our infantry is just going to have to slow them down for as long as possible. We can't do that because of these lights. Turn around and shoot, although being disrupted and having separate casualties or fire is not going to do very much. Good. I could charge and go for a break, but I think I'd rather just keep these guys pinned in and pour in more fire. Okay, we need to be able to charge either unit as needed. Pressure these knights if they don't charge. And stand. Next turn. Held another impact. About... Yeah, the raw troops wasn't very likely. Ooh, ooh. Unfortunately, they rallied to steady so they could win that action, and then implosion? Not yet, but it certainly makes things harder. Oh, good. Okay, this is getting very confusing. Don't quite know where to begin. Let's start by seeing if we can break this unit. No. It's too bad, maybe I should have shot them up, but oh well. Next, let's give this unit a shove. Okay. And... work on chasing them down. Now what? We charge to the flank of this unit. Good. Zone of control lock that unit. And into the flank. I'll have to clear out of the way, actually, so I don't jam up my own men. Should have done that first. Well, the lock isn't bad. It prevents them from charging my frag unit, which I will turn around. Go for the break. Very good. And let's push them along. Don't know what the result will be. Oof. Yeah, okay. Threaten flanks. And... yeah, to be expected. Do we charge, or let's just threaten them? Nothing to shoot at here, unfortunately. Who's left? Ah, yes. Not quite. It's that swordsman 150. That's right. That's right. So it's different from Fog to Ancients because Knightly Lancer type swordsmen get 150 versus any mounted. So, on top of the armor advantage and the quality, we're up 150. Now they can fall back because they initiated the charge. If the combat had begun by my knights charging them, they would not be able to fall back from attacking shock cavalry. So this gives them a chance to get the hell out of Dodge. Let's do the same thing here, and maybe we can pursue into... Yep. Very good. And a well played and thank you. Thank you. So let's see if there's anything happening in this last route phase. Ooh. That would have got interesting. There would have been a bunch of flanking going on here. Okay, well, you know, this part of the field did not really go to plan. I was initially hoping to fill this rough with mediums, but it became clear that he was going to beat me there with the cavalry, so I had to counter-shuffle my knights and spearmen over. That did work out, though. And yeah, this was a battle just dominated by knightly charges, although Setting those up, of course, required this swarm of light infantry to protect them from getting shot up, which they did fairly well. And then this sort of Baltic foot, so impact foot swords, they're not nearly as useful in Fog 2 Medieval as they are in Ancients because knights just ride them down. But as you can see, against cavalry that aren't knightly lancers, they can do just fine at holding out and providing that wall of shields and flesh for our light archers and slingers to take advantage of, hide behind them and shoot. And I think had it gone on, I mean, things would have got a little bit ugly with this break. And this whole situation is messy, but we've got a near surround here, so I think it's pretty much the end of the story no matter what. One danger point for knights, though, is this kind of situation, where you can't catch them and you can't ignore them, so knights do need to either be supported by lights or they need to be fighting in the center of the battle line, where there is no time or space to, play games and skirmish, but they can just get thrown into melee right away. So it's interesting to see that such cavalry-heavy forces are viable in medieval in a way that really good players could pull it off, but it's definitely hard in ancients. So good game to Doily, as always. Till next time.